Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing something a little different, but trust me, it's going to be epic. We're talking about something you probably already have in your pantry, but might be seriously underestimating. Good old baking soda. I literally went out and bought 10,000 boxes of this stuff, just to show you how insane it is. That humble little box holds a surprising number of superpowers, beyond just making your cakes rise, and I'm going to prove it to you. Get ready to have your mind blown, because we're diving into 10 incredible benefits of using baking soda that you absolutely need to know about. This isn't just a list, it's a challenge to see how many ways we can change your life with this one simple ingredient. You probably think I'm a little crazy for buying so much baking soda, but by the end of this video, you'll understand why I'm so hyped. We're going to put every single one of these benefits to the test in the most extreme way possible. From cleaning to personal care to literally saving your garden, this white powder is the ultimate life hack, and it costs almost nothing. I want to see if this cheap household item can outperform expensive specialized products. We're going to push it to its limits. So, if you're ready to see some insane experiments and learn some things that will save you a ton of money, you're in the right place. This is going to be one of the most useful videos you watch all year, I promise you that. So grab your own box of baking soda, because you're going to want to try these yourself. We're not just telling you what it can do, we're showing you step-by-step, no holding back. I've set up 10 different stations, each one dedicated to a mind-blowing baking soda benefit, and we're going to tackle them one by one. The last person to take their hand off this giant pile of baking soda boxes gets to keep them all. Just kidding. Or am I? Let's find out. Let's get started with our first benefit. Alright, for our first challenge, we are tackling something that everyone hates, bad smells. And I'm not talking about a slightly stinky trash can. I went out and found the smelliest, most disgusting pair of gym shoes I could find. We also have this refrigerator that we filled with onions and fish for a week. It is absolutely foul in there. Most air fresheners just cover up the smell with perfume, which is literally just putting a hat on a pig. But baking soda doesn't mask odors. It completely obliterates them. It's a chemical ninja. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate if you want to get scientific, is a base. Most bad smells, like those from sweat or rotting food, are acidic. When the baking soda comes into contact with these acidic smell particles, it neutralizes them on a molecular level. It's not a cover-up, it's a chemical takedown. So we're going to put this to the ultimate test. We're filling one of these stinky shoes with baking soda and leaving the other one. For the fridge, we're just placing an open box inside. We'll check back in a few hours to see which one you'd rather stick your face in. And we're not stopping there. We have this huge section of carpet that we've sprinkled with garlic powder and left to sit. It reeks. We're going to cover half of it with a thick layer of baking soda, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then vacuum it all up. The theory is that the baking soda will absorb and neutralize every single bad smell particle it touches. Will it work? Can this simple powder defeat the world's worst smells? Let's move on to the next challenge while we wait for the results. Okay, next up, we're moving from stinky to skincare. People spend hundreds, even thousands of dollars on fancy exfoliants and face masks. But what if I told you that you could get an amazing, gentle scrub for literal pennies? We're going to make our own right now. All you need is baking soda and a little bit of water. That's it. It's the simplest recipe in the world. I've got my friend Carl here, and he's going to be our test subject for this luxurious spa treatment. The magic here is in the texture. The fine, slightly abrasive grains of baking soda are perfect for gently sloughing off dead skin cells without being too harsh, like some of those scrubs with plastic microbeads, which are also terrible for the environment. By mixing about 3 parts baking soda to 1 part water, you create this perfect paste. You can use it to gently scrub your face in circles to reveal brighter, smoother skin underneath. You can also just leave it on for a few minutes as a clarifying mask. We're going to put this paste on one half of Carl's face and a $100 designer face mask on the other half. Now, a super important disclaimer. Because baking soda is alkaline, you have to do a patch test first. Your skin is a delicate ecosystem. Put a tiny bit on your arm and wait a day to make sure your skin is cool with it before you put it all over your face. We already patch tested Carl and he's good to go. So we're applying the paste now. While this sets, we're going to see if baking soda can save you from the agony of bug bites. Let's go. If you've ever been attacked by a swarm of mosquitoes, you know the absolute torture of itchy bug bites. It's miserable. People buy all these expensive creams and sprays to get relief. But once again, baking soda is coming to the rescue. To prove it, I volunteered to be bitten by mosquitoes. Yes, I actually did that for this video. Look at these bites on my arm. They are so itchy I can barely think straight. This is pure agony, people. The science is simple, and it's the same reason it works on smells. Bug bites and sunburns create an acidic reaction on your skin, which causes that itching and irritation. Baking soda is alkaline, so when you apply it, it helps neutralize the acid and restore your skin's natural pH balance, which provides incredible relief. We're going to make another simple paste, just like the face mask, with baking soda and water. We're going to apply this cool, soothing paste to half of my bug bites. For the other half, we're using a popular, expensive anti-itch cream from the pharmacy. We're going to see which one provides relief faster and lasts longer. This is a head-to-head battle. The cheap, simple paste versus the fancy chemical-filled cream. This also works wonders for mild sunburn. Just a little paste can take the sting right out. Which side of my arm will stop itching first? We'll find out soon, but first, we have to tackle a problem that happens on the inside. Alright, this next one is a classic, but a lot of people don't know about it. We're talking about heartburn and acid indigestion. It feels like a volcano is erupting in your chest, and it's just awful. To simulate this, I just ate the spiciest burrito in the entire city, followed by a huge glass of orange juice. I am feeling the burn, trust me. People usually reach for antacid tablets that can be chalky and expensive. But what if the solution is already in your kitchen cabinet? Baking soda is actually a natural antacid. In fact, it's the active ingredient in many over-the-counter antacids. When you get heartburn, it's because stomach acid is splashing up into your esophagus. Since baking soda is alkaline, drinking a little bit dissolved in water can neutralize that stomach acid on contact, giving you super fast relief. It's honestly like sending in a firefighter to put out the fire in your chest. The reaction is almost instantaneous. Now for the huge disclaimer, I am not a doctor. This is a temporary fix for occasional heartburn. If you have heartburn all the time, you need to go see a real doctor seriously. But for that rare occasion after a spicy meal, this can be a lifesaver. I'm going to mix half a teaspoon of baking soda in this glass of water and drink it down. We're going to see how long it takes for this spicy volcano in my chest to chill out. Let's see if it works. We're halfway through, and now we're taking on a mountain of dirty laundry. Doing laundry is a chore nobody likes, and buying all those different boosters, whiteners, and odor removers gets super expensive. But what if one scoop of baking soda could do all of that at once? Today we're going to find out. We have two identical piles of dirty, smelly gym clothes and stained white t-shirts. This is the ultimate laundry showdown. For the first washing machine, we're using just regular laundry detergent. For the second machine, we're using the same amount of detergent, but we're also adding half a cup of baking soda directly into the drum with the clothes. The baking soda does two incredible things here. First, it softens the water, which allows the detergent to work more effectively, so you actually get a deeper clean. It literally boosts your detergent's power. Second, just like with the fridge and shoes, it neutralizes odors instead of just covering them up with floral scents. This is especially amazing for sweaty gym clothes or musty towels. We're going to run both loads on the exact same cycle. When they're done, we're going to lay them out side by side and see which pile is brighter, cleaner, and smells fresher. Can a simple scoop of baking soda beat a machine full of just detergent? The wash cycle is on. So let's go clean some surfaces. Forget all those specialized cleaners for the kitchen, the bathroom, the tiles, the grout. It's a waste of money and space. We are going to create the ultimate all-purpose cleaner using, you guessed it, baking soda. To prove how powerful it is, we have this greasy, grimy stovetop that hasn't been cleaned in months. It's covered in burnt-on food and grease. It's honestly disgusting. This is the final boss of kitchen messes. We're going to tackle this in two ways. First, for the really tough caked-on gunk, we'll make a thick paste of baking soda and water. It's a gentle abrasive, so it can scrub away tough stains without scratching the surface like some harsh chemical cleaners or steel wool would. We're going to plaster this paste all over the worst spots and let it sit for a bit to work its magic and break down that grime. It's like putting the mess in a chokehold. For general surface cleaning, we're just going to sprinkle baking soda on a damp sponge. This is perfect for countertops, sinks, and even inside your microwave. It cleans, deodorizes, and shines all at once. we're going to clean one half of this disgusting stovetop with our baking soda paste and the other half with a leading chemical spray cleaner. Which one will cut through the grease and leave the surface sparkling clean? Let's get scrubbing. Clogged drains are the worst. Your sink fills up with gross water, it smells bad, and you have to call an expensive plumber or use nasty toxic chemicals to fix it. But hey, we have a better way, a more awesome way. We're going to create a chemical reaction right inside your pipes. So, to demonstrate, we've set up this see-through pipe system and clogged it with grease and hair. It's completely blocked. Here's the plan, and honestly, it's like a science experiment you can do at home. First, we're going to pour about half a cup of baking soda down the drain. We want to get as much of it down there as possible, right on top of the clog. Next, we're going to pour in an equal amount of white vinegar. Now, get ready for the show. When the acidic vinegar hits the alkaline baking soda, it creates this crazy fizzing reaction. That fizzing, bubbling action is actually carbon dioxide gas being released, and it physically works its way through the clog, breaking up the grease, hair, and all that gunk. It's like a mini volcano erupting in your drain. We're going to let that fizz and bubble for about 15 minutes to do its work. Then, we'll finish by flushing it all out with boiling hot water. So, will our baking soda volcano be powerful enough to clear this nasty clog? Let's watch and see. Benefit number 8. Whiten your teeth for pennies. Okay, so everyone wants a brighter, whiter smile, right? And let's be honest, people spend a fortune on whitening strips, gels, and those fancy professional treatments. It's honestly a huge industry. But today, we're going to try the original super cheap method. Now, this is a bit controversial, so we have to give another huge disclaimer. Please talk to your dentist before you try this. Seriously, your teeth are important, so definitely get a professional opinion. Don't just listen to some random person on the internet who bought 10,000 boxes of baking soda. Alright, with that out of the way, here's how it works. Baking soda is a mild abrasive. When you use it very carefully, and only occasionally, it can help scrub away surface stains on your teeth from things like coffee, tea, and wine. So what we're going to do is dip a wet toothbrush into a little bit of baking soda and gently brush for about 1 minute. We're also going to test a leading whitening toothpaste on a different set of stained tiles that mimic teeth just to compare the results. And hey, on top of whitening, baking soda is also amazing for your breath. Remember how it neutralizes acidic odors? Well, it does the same thing for bad breath. Just dissolve a teaspoon in a small glass of water and swish it around your mouth like a mouthwash. It doesn't just mask the smell with mint, it actually neutralizes the odor-causing compounds at the source, leaving your mouth feeling genuinely fresh and clean. We're even going to use a special device that measures bad breath before and after to see the difference. Benefit number 9. The ultimate pedicure foot soak. After a long day of running around filming these insane videos, your feet can get tired, sore, and let's be real, a little bit stinky. You could totally go pay for an expensive pedicure, or you could create a spa-level experience right at home for less than $1. And to prove it, I actually haven't taken my shoes off in 24 hours. We're going to give my feet the ultimate relief with a baking soda foot soak. Honestly, this is probably the easiest hack in the entire video. All you have to do is dissolve about half a cup of baking soda in a basin of warm water. That's literally it. The magic happens when you stick your feet in. The baking soda works in 2 ways here. First, as we already know, it neutralizes odors, so it's going to get rid of any foot funk immediately. It's like an instant deodorizer for your feet, which is pretty incredible. Second, it acts as a gentle exfoliant and skin softener. It will help soften calluses and rough, dry skin, making your feet feel super smooth and refreshed. We're going to soak one of my feet in just plain warm water, and the other foot in our baking soda solution. After 15 minutes, we're going to compare how they feel and yes, how they smell. This is the ultimate test of refreshment. Which foot will be reborn? Benefit number 10. It's a secret weapon for your garden. For our final and maybe most surprising benefit, we're actually heading outside to the garden. Pests and fungal diseases like powdery mildew can totally destroy your beautiful plants. People often reach for harsh chemical pesticides and fungicides, but those can be bad for the environment and for you. But baking soda can be your garden's best friend. To show you, we have these 2 tomato plants that are showing the first signs of powdery mildew. We're going to mix up a simple, non-toxic spray. The recipe is about 1 tablespoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of mild soap, and a gallon of water. The soap helps the mixture stick to the leaves. We're going to spray this solution on one of the infected plants. The baking soda changes the pH level on the surface of the leaves, creating an environment where fungal spores just can't survive or reproduce. It's a simple, brilliant, and eco-friendly way to protect your plants. This spray can also deter common garden pests like aphids and spider mites, who really don't like the taste or feel of it. Now, just another quick disclaimer. Every plant is different. Some plants are more sensitive than others, so always test your spray on a small part of the plant first and do a little research. We're going to leave our second plant untreated and check back in a week to see if our baking soda spray stopped the mildew in its tracks. This could seriously be a game changer for gardeners everywhere. And there you have it, 10 incredible and honestly surprising benefits of using baking soda. We cleaned, we deodorized, we soothed, and we even did a little gardening. It's truly a versatile and affordable powerhouse that deserves a permanent spot in your home. From the stinky shoe test, which, by the way, the baking soda shoe smells 1,000 times better, to clearing that clogged drain, this stuff is legit. It just goes to show you don't always need expensive, specialized products to solve everyday problems. Sometimes the best solution is the simplest one, and it's been sitting in your pantry this whole time. So, which one was your favorite? Or do you have another amazing baking soda hack? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Seriously, I want to know what you guys think. Was the face mask test the most surprising? Or the fact that it can help your laundry? Your comments help me decide what crazy experiments to do next, so don't be shy. Let's see if we can get 10,000 comments with 10,000 new uses for baking soda. Let's build the ultimate life hack list together, right here in the comments. The best, most creative idea will get pinned. This is exactly why our community is the best on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please do me a huge favor and destroy that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel for more helpful tips and insane challenges, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. We have some even bigger, crazier videos coming that you seriously won't want to miss. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.